You're live.
All right. Hey guys, what a beautiful day today. I decided that I would do some stuff outside today because at the end of this video, I'm going to do something kind of cool, kind of special, and God knows what's going to happen. So it's going to be a big surprise for me as well as you. So today, last week, let's go back a few days, we talked about three things. We talked about a salute. And when I think of salute, I think of, you know, in the Army or Boy Scouts or however, they salute to each other. And when they usually salute, sometimes they're saying goodbye. So when I think of a salute, that's one of the things I think of. So when we talk about that, that definition, I want you to remember that little salute that I just gave you. There's a salute, there's a solvent, and then at the end of the day, we're going to make something called a solution. You should have looked those words up, and those words should be able to help you with this. So if you remember in your definitions, your solvent is a liquid in which a solute is dissolved to form a solution. So I have some liquids here today. We're going to talk about milk. We're going to use water. We're going to use more water. So those are going to be what you call a solvent, liquids, okay? The solute, the thing I'm going to really say goodbye to, is it's the smaller component. It's not a lot, but it will change the state of the forming solution. So what's going to happen is that stuff is going to dissolve. It's going to just dissolve. But in some times, if you're making certain things, if you let it evaporate, it's still there at the very bottom. So we'll talk a little bit more about that on another day. And then a solution is just made up of two or more mixed together substances. So here we go. I'm going to show you. Over here are my solutes. I'm going to say goodbye to Ovaltine. Do you guys drink Ovaltine? You really ought to. It's really delicious. We actually eat it out of the spoon. We put it on our ice cream too. And this is something I used to have when I was a little kid. I'm so glad it's still on the market. I have some salt. I have some Crystal Light, and I have some tea. Okay? So let's start with the tea mixture. So this is supposed to make a whole pitcher. So I'm going to take this pitcher of water right here. It's just water. I got it from inside and brought it out here on a nice little tray. So we could be outside today. So I'm going to cut the top off this. Now I want you to watch what happens because this, if you look, it's powder, okay? It's a powder. It's a solid, really. But I'm going to put it in here into this water, and it's going to dissolve. Okay, so if you watch it, the one way to make it dissolve a whole lot quicker is if I stir it. Okay, so stirring helps make things dissolve quicker, also temperature. So if I have some warm water, it's going to make it go by quicker too. Okay, so there's and I just now made myself a nice thing of iced tea. So in a minute, I can have a little glass of iced tea. Ta-da! And if I wanted to make it sweet tea, I could add sugar to it, which would also be a salute. Goodbye, sugar, into the water, and then I would have sweet tea. I don't really like sweet tea, so I'm not going to make that. So I'm going to put that one aside. Okay, so the next thing I have, and I was just going to show you, is Ovaltine. If you've never had Ovaltine in your life, oh my gosh. Now notice I had the water in there first. This time I'm going to shove the Ovaltine in first, and then I'll show you what happens. Does it matter? No. So it smells chocolatey. It smells delicious. We eat it right out of the spoon. It sort of melts in your mouth because of the saliva, Mr. Rogers. Okay, so I'm going to throw in a couple scoops of this. Okay, Ovaltine it is. You can have it cold or you can have it hot, whatever way you want it. Okay, so I have a little bit of milk left. I'll throw that in here. And again, I'm going to stir it up because stirring is what dissolves it. In this case, it's not going to be like, I'm not going to put it in hot milk, but you could. You could and have nice hot chocolate. But there we go. Now I can have a nice glass of chocolate milk, or my husband can have milk to drink. Okay, another solution I made. I've made two solutions. The next solution I'm going to make is I'm going to just make some Crystal Light. A lot of people like this in their bottles of water. Just makes water taste better. Again, it's the same kind of deal as the iced tea. I'm going to throw this in here like this. See, it's a powder, just a powder, powdered whatever. water in that. This is just plain water. Ta-da! And now I have a nice glass of lemonade again. Stir that baby up, and we're good to go. So now I have, look, I can have some chocolate milk. Chocolate milk. I can have some iced tea, and I can have some iced tea here as well, or lemonade, I mean, iced tea and lemonade. Okay, so there's my three things. So remember, solute, goodbye. Solvent, what it's going to dissolve in. And then at the end of the day, I'm going to have a solution. So remember the other day we were making slime and I used contact solution. Contact solution is nothing more than salt and water. Okay, so that's the contact solution. So if I wanted to add salt to this, okay, you could have it become what you call saturated, and then you can have it called super saturated. So if you like to make crystals, this is probably going to become a super saturated thing. One time I made this and put it by my window in my classroom, and I came back after Christmas and the whole thing just cracked. But if I let this, and this might be a really cool thing to do, I'll just let this evaporate, and then you're going to see that salt is going to be left behind at the end of the day. Like when you go to the beach and you get out of the ocean and you've got salt water on you, at the end of the day, you've got salt all over your skin. Okay, so there's that. Now, to make things more fun than ever, I am going to do something equally cool. So, we're going to try this. First of all, this is kind of dangerous. So if I were doing this in school, I would definitely use a lesser amount of hydrogen peroxide. Now, one of you, I can't remember off the top of my head, did elephant's toothpaste, maybe two of you, I think, for your science experiment. Well, my husband works at a laundry, so he gets some really heavy-duty hydrogen peroxide. So he said I could use it, but it's dangerous. It will burn your skin. So I don't want to be dangerous, so here we go. How about that, kids? Some people are covering their mouths in this craziness. I'm covering my eyes. Okay, I'm also going to put gloves on because I don't want to get my hands burned. So I got some gloves. Okay, now I feel like a real scientist today. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so I'm going to show you a bottle. Okay? In fact, I have two, so I might have to run like the wind out here. Okay? My husband found these at the dump, so here we go. So we're going to start with some dish soap, okay? So I'm going to put some dish soap in the bottom of this. I'm just going to give it a real generous squirt. Pretty generous. Now, I don't know, again, I don't know how this is going to work, to be honest with you. But what I'm going to make is a solution here of elephant's toothpaste. And what happens is hydrogen peroxide is hydrogen, H, which is what we're going to talk about probably next week. We'll get into our elements. Hydrogen and then peroxide. So what we're going to actually be doing is taking the oxygen right out of the hydrogen peroxide. And oxygen is going to come out in the form of bubbles because it's going to hang on to the bubbles of the soap that I just put in there. So now I'm going to take some yeast. And this has been a real novelty item because lots of people are making their own bread these days. Okay, so I'm going to take some yeast. And it is a Solute. Goodbye, yeast. So I'm going to take 1 teaspoon of yeast. And I'm going to put it in the bottom of these little silver things, little silver containers. So 1 teaspoon. Ooh, yeast is pretty cool looking. It looks like it's magnetized. It's kind of cool because it's alive. It's a live thing. Ooh, think of that. I'm touching something alive. Oh, it's alive. Okay, so there's that. So I'm going to put that in there. Now I am going to add warm water to yeast because that's the only way it can, what's the word, Alex? Dissolve. No, it's the only way it really gets activated. So it takes 2 tablespoons of warm water to go in that. So I'm going to put 2 tablespoons, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, So I'm going to put that aside and I'm going to stir this up. Okay. So I'm going to make, it's kind of be like a little bit of a paste. I'm going to try to get all the bumps out of it as much as I can. But it is warm, so the warmth and the stirring are two ways that you can make a solution work better and work faster. If you let it, like the other day when I showed you the food coloring in the glass and I said, oh my gosh, look how pretty that was. I did not do any stirring, but if I had done stirring, that would have been really quick. Okay, so now I like those food colorings that I used the other day because they were so pretty. So this told me, I'm going to give this a go, and as again, I've done it in classrooms, but I've done it way different than I'm doing it today. So I'm going to take some food coloring, and I'm going to put it down here, one there, I get one here, and then I'm going to put, I don't even know what colors these are because these are those awesome neon colors again. I'll put some there. Some there. Okay. Where am I? I'm in this color now. Whatever it is. There and there. Okay. And then I'm going to put this last color that we liked so much the other day. I'm almost out of these cool things. I'm going to have to get some more. Okay. So now I have added the soap, the food coloring.
Probably want to get all that out of the way before you add everything.
Okay, I gotta move. My husband says you better move everything out of the way. I don't know if he's nervous or if I'm nervous. I don't want a huge explosion, but who knows. Okay, so now let's move these out too, I guess. Out of the way. Okay, so now it says to do this. It says to take this hydrogen peroxide and put some in here, a half a cup.
Half a cup in each one.
Okay, so it.
I gave you a funnel to help you.
Okay, so a half a cup is about right there. I hope I'm still on the screen, God knows. Okay, so I'm going to pour it right in here. Now right now, I'm just adding hydrogen peroxide to soap, and if you can see, there's some bubbles forming in the bottom. Okay, so if this all works the way it's supposed to work, we should see, this is a demonstration, just so you know, not exactly an experiment, and it's not anything I really want you to try. So I'm going to take this, stir it one more time. I'm going to take this and stir it one more time. And then, am I in?
Hold on. The wind's blowing this way. Let me move
what?
back.
You can't miss the most important thing.
I'm going to move back a little.
Okay, he's going to move back a little.
Because the wind's blowing towards me.
The wind's blowing and he doesn't want it all over my phone. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Okay, so I'm going to pour it in and pour it in. And I'm going to back right up because supposedly, don't even tell me that nothing's going to happen. Alex, what happened?
I don't know.
Nothing. What? 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 What?
Shake it around.
Shake it. I wonder, you know what? Something I wonder. Did I use old yeast? Oh no! It didn't work today, okay?
We'll try again.
We'll try it. You want to try it again and do the whole thing over? No. We'll do it again on Thursday.
Okay.
So we'll try it again on Thursday. Hopefully it'll work. In the meantime, go to Kahoot and I will have some questions on there. That seems to work way better than Teams, but make sure you get on Kahoot and do the quiz. I am putting those grades in my grade book, so please make sure you do that. You guys, I really miss you, and I really hope you're having a great, beautiful day today. And I'll be back on Thursday. Bye. Remember, be kind to one another.